In this video I'm going to quickly show you how to complete a risk assessment on SiSo. The risk assessment section can be accessed either from the welcome page or by clicking on the little list icon in the top left hand corner. The risk assessment is made up of 8 different sections. You just have to fill out some information for each of these sections. So first of all, give it a title. Now you'll be asked to add a date of collection, so this will be the date that you've booked your equipment for. Ignore the select project for now, and just put in your supervisor's name, so this would be your lecturer. Also add a description of the activity. Next, move on to section 2. This is where you can add the people that are involved in the activity, so this might be your cameraman, the director, or potentially some musicians or actors. So you add all of their names and contact information here. Section 3 is where you would add the equipment being used. So if you've already made a booking on SiSo, you can click on My Bookings and just select it from the list. So there we are, I've already made a booking for a 700D and I'm going to add that to my risk assessment. Move on to section 4, and this is where you add the locations. You might be shooting at multiple locations, or you might be going on tour with your band, in which case add all of the locations here. You can also add the various different dates that you're at the different locations. In section 5 you can add emergency procedures. If you're filming on campus, you can always put Bath Bar Security as your first aider's name, and their contact details would be 01225 875555. Nearest hospital in Bath would be the Bath RUH, contact details there, and local police station would be Bath Police Station. In section 6, this is where you do the bulk of the risk assessment. You can either add the hazard yourself or choose from a list of default hazards that we've created for you. So for example, I might be looking at using access and egress. That's a good one to add, so I'll add that. Electricity, so anything that's mains powered, you would want to put electricity in there. So just try and think of anything that's applicable to your activity. Once you've added them, you have to click on them once again, and this is where you assess the risk. So first of all, add a location where you think this risk might be applicable. If you've added multiple locations already in section 4, they'll drop down in this menu here. So you just select one. Activity, so this is a description of the risk. Groups at risk, so who's at risk? So potentially public, students. What's the potential outcome? So if you're talking about blocking a fire escape, then this might be quite serious. What's the likelihood of an incident? Hopefully quite unlikely, because I've only got one camera and one bag. And what action am I going to take? So these are the control measures. So keep kit and bags out of doorways, keep kit and bags away from fire exits, etc. Now once you've taken all of that into account, what's the overall risk factor? So in this case I'm going to say it's a tolerable risk and hit save. So now I've assessed that risk, so do that for each of the risks that you think are applicable to your activity. Move on to section 7. So this is where you could upload documents such as call sheets, technical riders, and you might be asked to do a risk assessment in a different format by a lecturer, in which case you can upload that here as either a PDF or a doc or any of these other formats. Section 8 is the final section, and this is where you type in your lecturer's name. Agree to the terms and conditions and hit send. Once you hit send, your lecturer will get an email from the system to ask them to approve the risk assessment. As soon as they've approved it, you can come and collect your booking.